Hello and welcome to SG Speeches. Today's video is going to be another back bling combo video, and today's back bling will be Rust Bucket. Let's get into this video. This video is going to be another back bling combo video, and today's back bling is going to be the Rust Bucket, and this video was suggested by Kloby. Thank you very much for the video suggestion. They said, can you make Rust Bucket back bling combos? Of course I can, and the Rust Bucket back bling itself was introduced in Chapter 1, Season 3, part of the Storm Scavenger set, and it was a free back bling that people could claim all the way back in 2018, so April 12th to April 19th, basically for compensation for there being extended server downtime. And so obviously you had 7 days to claim. It's a pretty good back bling as the part of the same set as the X-Lord and the Rust Lord. And funnily enough, the first skin I am using is the X-Lord, which is part of the Storm Scavenger set introduced in Chapter 1, Season X. This is basically a remix or a reimagining of the Rust Lord skin from Chapter 1 Season 3's Battle Pass. I'd say I prefer this one over Rust Lord. And for this one, this combo, I decided to use the stage Scavenger, and the colour is Crimson, based for the white and the red. And the back bling itself, the Rust Bucket, has obviously red, has orange, has a little bit of black, has blue, has gold. So there's quite a lot of colours to combo with. And obviously the back bling is the Rust Bucket. Pickaxe is the Sword Tooth, which is part of the Storm Scavenger set introduced in Chapter 1 Season 3's Battle Pass, and this is Rust Lord's pickaxe from that season. Glider just had to be the Junk Bucket, which is part of the Storm Scavenger set introduced in Chapter 1 Season X, and the glider itself is X-Lord's glider from that season. Contrail is glitched in the system, which is introduced in Chapter 1, Season 5, but you can use any contrail that goes with the back bling itself, so that could be red, orange, blue, black, gold, any of those would work nicely. And the wrap is Scavenger, which is X-Lord's weapon wrap from the Chapter 1, Season X Battle Pass, part of the Storm Scavenger set, using this mainly for this combo, for the red and the white, and I guess the black does go nice with the back bling, obviously the red and the black goes nice with the back bling. Let's move on to the next combo, and for this one, I decided to use the OG, which is just basically Rust Lord, and that's the X-Lord is the X-Lord is based off this skin here, Rust Lord, as I mentioned, which is basically was introduced in Chapter 1, Season 3, part of the Storm Scavenger set. And this back bling obviously works very perfectly with the skin. Pretty much was designed for the skin, and I don't really know why it wasn't in the Battle Pass. It was just a free item, obviously with the compensation that people got it for free. But was very surprised it didn't actually get added in the Battle Pass. I don't think the Rust Lord actually had a back bling, so obviously if it was going to have one in the Battle Pass, probably would have been this one. That's why I gave it for free. Pickaxe is Reaper, which is from all the way back in Chapter 1, Season 1, and it's an item shop pickaxe. A lot of people have this pickaxe, and still is a very good pickaxe to this day. And the wrap I decided to use is Blasted, which is introduced in Chapter 2, Season 2, part of the Short Fuse set, mainly using this for the red and the black. And this is Tina's weapon wrap from the Chapter 2, Season 2 Battle Pass. It's mainly using it to, obviously, to go with the back bling, and obviously the red on the Rust Lord skin itself. Let's move on to the back bling. The next back bling combo for the Rust Bucket, I decided to use the Surf Witch, which is an item shop skin, part of the Demon Beach set introduced in Chapter 2, Season 3. I picked her up, I think, maybe 3 or 4 days ago now. I thought, why not? Because I've always wanted this skin, but I never bought it. And I'm using the Style Surf Demon for the red and the black. Pickaxe is the Widow's Promise, which is part of the Dropout Renegade set introduced in Chapter 3, Season 3 Battle Pass. And I'm using the Burning Ember edit style for the white and the red, and the wrap is Redline, which is introduced in Chapter 1, Season 9, and you got this from all the way back in the day watching, I think it was the FNCS World Cup qualifiers, or there's another like FNCS event before that, and you have to have your Twitch, your Epic Games account linked to your YouTube, and watch 30 minutes, 45 minutes, similar to how you do it nowadays, with basically, obviously with Twitch and all that, watching 30 minutes to get the drops and all that. Basically have to do that, but for YouTube. Let's move on to the next combo. For this one, I decided to use the Samurai Scrapper, and Samurai Scrapper is a part of a Battle Royale, a Save the World pack. And it was basically the pack you got this skin in was the Samurai Scrapper pack. It's a bundle. Basically, you get Save the World with it, and you could purchase it. It came out in Chapter 2, Season 4, so quite a long time ago. Basically, every season they bring out a Battle Royale pack. So that's like the starter pack, which gives you like the 600 V-Bucks, the skin and all that. And you also have the Save the World packs. You can buy it to get Save the World. You can do some missions and get V-Bucks through that. Basically, this was one of those packs. And the skin's actually pretty cool. It works very nicely with the Rust Bucket back bling. Actually, I saw the skin. I thought, give it a trial. It actually works way better. It has 2 edit styles. Helmet or no helmet. I decided to keep the helmet on. doesn't have a pickaxe with this skin, but you do get a pickaxe on the Save the World game mode. Pickaxe is the Sockum Socket, which is part of the full clip set introduced in Chapter 4, Season 2, and this is part of the newest Save the World pack, similar to obviously the Samurai Scrapper itself. This is part of the newest one, and I'll show you the skin that this pickaxe is a part of, the set is a part of, which is this, why did I do it on the pickaxe? I'm an idiot. This one right here, it's this skin here. So clip, if you have this skin, you have obviously a pickaxe. I did not need to change it. And then the wrap I decided to use for this combo is the Foundational, which is part of the 7 set introduced in Chapter 3, Season 1, and this is the Foundation's pickaxe. I thought I'd just use this. It's got blue, it's got black, it's got red. It actually does work very nicely for this combo. Let's move on to the next combo. For this one, I decided to use Glitch, which is part of the Machine Learning set introduced in Chapter 3, Season 4. It's basically a skin you can put wraps on, and like a robotic skin. You can either use this skin, which is basically female, or you can use the male, which is errant. Use whichever one you prefer. And the setup I decided to use for this skin is the primary colour red with the metal colour rose gold, and the Scavenger is the wrap, which is a wrap from Chapter 1 Season X. It's the X-Lord's weapon wrap, which was the one I used in the first combo. But if you don't have that, choose any colours that would go nicely with the back bling. Obviously that could be red, that could be black, it could be orange, blue, all that good stuff. And that's the setup I decided to use. Pickaxe is the second hand saber, which is part of the Uncharted set. I thought I'd use this because it's a rusted sword. It goes very nicely with the rust bucket. I would probably say this is my favourite combo in this video. I just found the pickaxe is pretty cool. I haven't used this pickaxe in a while. I think I maybe used it once or twice in the whole time I've had it, but it works very nicely with the rust bucket. And the wrap I decided to use is, oh, this is that's the music pack, is the Controlled Focus, which is part of the Focal Point set introduced in Chapter 4, Season 1. Just mainly using it because of the colours. It's got black, it's got blue, and the goldish tint to it is pretty cool as well. Let's move on to the next combo. For this one, I decided to use Optimus Prime from this season's Battle Pass, and it's part of the Transformers set introduced in Chapter 4, Season 3. I do have both of the edit styles, but I decided to stick with the standard Optimus Prime. You can use the battle tested if you want. Obviously, it gives him basically like he's obviously been damaged. So you can see that's why obviously he's that all scraped up and all that. That's pretty much used a little bit. His paint's worn off as well, so use whichever one you prefer. Pickaxe is the Cybertronian axe, which is part of the Transformers set also from this season's Battle Pass, Chapter 4, Season 3. And it is obviously Optimus Prime's pickaxe. The wrap is the Crimson Sun, which is part of the Luminary Explorer set introduced in Chapter 4, Season 2. And this is part of the Chapter 4, Season 2's Level Up quest pack. As it says down the bottom, if you completed 14 quests, you'll have this wrap. Obviously, before the time ended, which was the June 9th, 2023. Many using this for the red, black, and there's a bit of blue as well. Let's move on to the next combo. For this one, I decided to whack on the Red Knight, which is an item shop skin, part of the Fortnite set. Introduced in Chapter 1, Season 1. It's a very good skin in my opinion. Works very nicely with the colours as well, with the red and the black especially. Pickaxe is the Instigator from Chapter 1, Season 3, and this was one of the Twitch Prime pack pickaxes you could get. I'm not sure if it was in Twitch Prime Pack 1 or Twitch Prime Pack 2, but if you claim both of them, you definitely have this pickaxe. It's a very good pickaxe in my opinion. The black and red works absolutely perfectly with the back bling and also the Red Knight skin in general. And I always like to use a Knighted weapon wrap with the Red Knight skin. This is part of the Fortnite set introduced in Chapter 1 Season X Battle Pass. It's essentially designed for this skin, which obviously this colour scheme, the red and the black. Let's move on to the next combo. For this one, I decided to use Manic, which is another item shop skin, and it's part of the Anobi set introduced in Chapter 1 Season X. And I'm using the default edit style, but you can use the punk, you can use the no mask if you obviously prefer the punk or the no mask, it's up to you, but I'm just using the standard with the mask on. Pickaxe is the Harley Hitter, which is part of the Gotham City set introduced in Chapter 2 Season 1. Using this because it's got red, it's got blue, it's got black, it's got white, and it's a very good pickaxe in my opinion. You can use it with anything, so I thought why not whack it on with this combo. And the wrap I decided to use is the Mayhem, which is part of the Mayhem set introduced in Chapter 1 Season X. This is basically the Borderlands wrap and is Psycho Bandit's weapon wrap. I always like to use this with the Hard Hitter itself. Let's move on to the second last Rust Bucket back bling combo. I decided to use Clip, which is part of the newest Save the World starter pack, I guess you could call it. I'm pretty sure they're called, the Battle Royale start, obviously not Battle Royale, they're Save the World starter packs from Chapter 4 Season 2. I'm not sure if we had one this season, but this one obviously came out in Chapter 4 Season 2. So if you pick that up, you have this skin, and I find this works very nicely because she's kind of like a mechanic, and the Rust Bucket is obviously You know, it's kind of like a pretty much like something, you know, a mechanic can have, I guess you could say. That looks like a toolbox a little bit, so it works pretty nicely. So that's why I decided to use the skin. Basically, she is basically a mechanic, which is cool. And it says here, obviously, home base is Sunfire munitions maker, so she makes bullets and all that. Obviously, the actual Rosmac itself has bullets on, works perfectly. Pickaxe is a wrenchers, which is part of the Intrepid Engine set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 3's Battle Pass. And this is Jules' pickaxe from that season. And I'm using the bigger lug, but you can use the wrenchers for the dual wield. But I decided to use the obviously big version of it, basically. And the raptor I decided to use is the Hunter's Arsenal, which is part of the Jungle Hunter set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 5. And this is Predator's weapon wrap from that season. Mainly using this for silver and red. Let's move on to the final combo. I decided to use Deadpool, which is obviously a part of the Deadpool set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 2's Battle Pass, and he was the secret skin. I'm using the style mask on with the colour default for the red and the black. Pickaxe is the Murray Master Blade, which is part of the Zero War set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 3. This was a crew pack pickaxe. It was the part of the crew pack when the Wolverine Zero skin was out. It's his back bling / pickaxe. You can use it for both. And obviously, if you have the Wolverine Zero skin, you have this pickaxe, works very nicely. The red and the black. And the wrap I decided to use is Merc, which is Deadpool's weapon wrap, part of the Deadpool set, obviously introduced in Chapter 2, Season 2 as well. So that's all the Rust Bucket back bling combos done. Thank you once again, Kalobi, for the video suggestion. I really did enjoy making it. The Rust Bucket back bling is pretty cool. It is one of the earliest free items that we got given. If there is any other specific cosmetic related videos you want to see, could be skin, back bling, pickaxe, glider / umbrella, contrail, even weapon wrap, feel free to let me know. If I do have it, I'll make sure to get it done. If I don't, always feel free to leave another suggestion. If I have that one, I'll make sure to get it done as soon as I can. But anyways, that's pretty decent.